Hi everyone, my name is Gabor and today I'm looking at some more stuff with the Mod Dwarf, or generally the whole mod audio ecosystem, the Mod Duo, Dwarf, all that sort of stuff. It all kind of works together. And more specifically I'm looking at these. So these are the Colombo audio electronic overdrive distortion kind of amp in a box kind of plugins within the Mod Dwarf or Mod Audio ecosystem. If you want to find out a little bit more about the mod audio ecosystem, I'll stick a playlist of all the stuff up here. We did a bunch of videos and a link to it in the description below as well. It's basically you stick all these plugins onto here and then you control them via the computer, but it's all on here, right? Okay, so these are, as far as I know, real pedals made by Colombo Audio Electronics. And these are plug-in versions of it, so you can buy actual pedal versions of it, which, by the way, if Colombo Audio Electronics is watching, I'd love to check them out, actually, the actual pedals. So, you know, call me. Now, for today, setup-wise, I've got, to begin with anyway, I'm going to start with this rather lovely California Blue Fender Aerodyne Special Telecaster made in Japan. There's a full video for that up here. Now, that goes via this cable straight into my Peterson Strobe Stomp HD tuner, which is always on my desk, and from there straight into here, and then mono out. So I've got it hooked up via USB so you can see the stuff on the computer, so it's easier to see. Mono out, and that goes into the Rev D20, which is still on standby. And then via the direct output in the back of the Rev D20, and by the way, there's a video for the Rev D20 up here, via the direct 2 notes output, it goes straight into Logic. So there's no cabinet attached to it. I'm using the 2 notes direct output in the amp. Watch that video that was up there before. And I'm using these IRs. And if you're in any way, shape or form interested in buying IRs by Celestion, which are great IRs, and you use the link that's in the description below, that's an affiliate link, you help out the show. You don't have to buy the IRs. I use any IRs that you want to buy, but if you buy them via that link, you help out the show. You're not paying any more. We're just getting a kickback out of it. All right, so now that with everything bypassed, and then just to show you the effects chain on here as well. So I've got, it goes left to right here. I've got the, that's the input. It goes through those 4 pedals. Then it goes into delay, which I've got set here. I can turn it on off. It's just a mod delay, which is a delay I quite like, and then just an output gain, which is always kind of handy with this stuff, just to make sure it's the output is right. Now, there's 4 different ones. This one is the pedal taster, which is for free, and then you've got the Plexi Breed, the Lead Trilogy, and a Rocker 83. Now, this is a free taster, which it gives you some sounds where you don't have as many controls and stuff like that, like simplified versions, so you can see what they sound like. These are the full versions. You got to pay for them if you want to buy them. These were supplied by Mod Audio, so this is what you would call a sponsored video. So, with everything bypassed, this is just the amp. Once I turn the tuner off, with everything bypassed, this is just the amp. It sounds like this. Now, let's turn on the pedal test. Let's just try out a few. This is Pedal Breed, so this is one of them, obviously, and this is just what it sounds like. Now, on the actual pedal, you've got volume, tone, and you've got a treble and high. It's like the jumper thing. You've got the normal input and the treble input. With this, you only have input and output. So if you want more gain, it actually sounds really, really good. If you want less gain, and you've got, that's just, I actually think it sounds great. This also gives you, if you click on the eye, always it tells you, so that's you get some sounds from each one of the 3. If you go into here, you can save presets. I don't think you can, maybe. Maybe you can save your own presets in here as well. And here's a list of presets. So let's just go. So we did one pedal breed, Plexi Breed. Let's go, I don't know, Rocker 83 Edge. So this is a slightly darker pedal. Here you've got a treble control, here you don't. Gives you an idea what it sounds like. and you can go to Lead's Trilogy. I don't know, let's go to the 900. So I mean, that's a pedal taster, just to give you an idea. You can get that for free. You can download from their plugin store. Now let's look at each of the pedals a little bit more in depth. And there's timestamps for everything, so if you want to skip ahead. Let's start off with the Plexi Breed. So based on Plexi amps, again, if you press the I, it shows you it's basically 3 different types of Plexi. So you've got a JTM 45. You've got a little switch in the middle, JTM 45. You've got a 1959 100 watt Plexi named 1959, and you've got the 1987, which is a 50 watt Plexi, different from the 100 watt Plexi, obtain a slightly more pronounced distortion and even faster attack. So that gives you the different settings. It tells you all that different stuff in here, but I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you click on the little gear thing, these are some presets that come with it. So for example, I mean, if you click on Australian rock, this is sort of a AC/DC kind of thing. And then you got to turn it on as well. You got JTM breakup. It's quite dynamic too. I mean, these are just presets, and then you can change all it. Let's have a look out here. I mean, this is sort of what it looks like. So you've got with here that little switch. You switch between the 3 different presets. Then you've got like I said, you have the 2 inputs. You can jumper them, or you can turn the treble input or the normal input. You can mix them. So for example, if you just have if you turn the treble input off and you turn the gain on the normal input up, it's a much darker sound. Now this is where having one of those gain things comes in handy, because if you turn it all right down, so keep it that way, for example. Now this is for example so this is the normal input, right? Now if you want the high input, the bright input, it's a much cleaner sound, but it's maybe a little bit thin. So what you can then do is you can add that, and it fattens it out. It's actually quite a nice sound. And then, like with all this sort of stuff, if you like that sound, you want to save a sound, you click on here, you click Save As, you can give it a name. This is, I don't know, Gabor's JTM save. And then, I've saved JTM 45 already as well. What was that preset sound? That's a different sort of sound, much brighter sound. So if there's, you save a preset. And then there's all the different other presets. Let's just check out the difference on the same setting. I'm on a JTM now. So with that, then go to 1959. Slightly different characters. Probably more gain too. So this one, I mean, if I crank both, it's getting now, hang on. So this is now again where you gotta, with this, you gotta be careful because you can clip the output stage. So we can bring that down a bit. It's easier to see in this. So this is with everything cranked. The JTM, this is to 959. It's maybe a bit more blown out because only 50 watts. It's got a bit more. It gives you 3 slightly different flavors, but in the end, they all sound pretty good. I still think that sort of having that, something like that. That's a great sound, and it's very dynamic again as well. And it has that weight, that thumpiness, Marshall thumpiness to it. So that's a Plexi Breed, right? Next one, LEWITT Trilogy. Again, if we click on the eye, it tells you. So you've got 3 different, you can kind of see by looking at that as well. You've got the silver one, the Jubilee. You've got an 800 and a 900 JCM. Yeah, give or take. Again, you click on this, you've got all the different presets. And he can say, oh, and this also has a model size. So I guess because it's a neural thing to a certain degree, it gives you 3 different CPU intensive usages. So basically, if you go to lightest, so if we turn it on, right, go to lightest, we're currently using down here, we're using 27.9, something like that, percent of the CPU. If you go to standard, which is the highest, that now goes up to about 39 to 40, so you use more CPU. Now, depending on how good a quality sound you want and how big your pedal board that you want to use is, you can change it. At the moment, because I only have this on, I'll just keep it on the highest standard. So again, let's just start with Jubilee on whatever the settings are. Tone and gain in the middle, volume up high. This is what it sounds like. A lot more gain. Oh, let's go bridge pickup. So with that, you just have tone and gain. I mean that, if you crank the gain again, and we turn that delay on, the modulator we have. It's a great lead. It has that Marshall fizz. Now let's just hear the difference. Same setting between Jubilee. This is Jubilee and 800. 900 is probably the most top end track. Jubilee's maybe the fattest. Let's check a couple of the presets and then go humbuckers. Welcome to 1986. Let's try the same thing now with humbuckers. Alright, so I'm now using this guitar, which I call the Vandercaster. It's a parts guitar I put together. You can watch a video on it up here. It's a body made by Vander Guitars here in Australia. It's an old Carvin, or now would be called Kiesel neck. I used to work for Carvin Australia, so I had a neck floating around, and Dave from Vander Guitars painted the same color. And two fantastic Mr. Glyn's pickups, the Cloud 9 in the bridge and a Tui in the neck, and the Vega Trem, which is also really awesome. And if you want to watch a video on the Cloud 9 pickup, you can watch a video up here. It's basically, think Damasio Super Distortion, but a little bit clearer. So it's a high output humbucker. I thought for this kind of stuff, it's sort of perfect. So that's the same sound I had before. Oh, this is the bypass sound. This is pushing the amp a lot more because it's heavy output. Let's turn it on again. Let's go, I don't know, let's do same setting but 800. It has that Marshall throatiness. I mean, we're on a lot of gain. Cleans up. Okay. Now, same sound 900. It's maybe the most aggressive sound. Maybe let's turn the gain down a bit. Again, let's go through the three. So that lower gain sound, 800. To the 800. It's a better palm muted sound versus the 900. Different. I prefer the 800. This is more aggressive, and a Jubilee. Three quite different sounding, mostly the EQ, but I mean that's Elite Trilogy. Last we've got a Rocker 83. Now the Rocker 83 is based on the Rockman X100 unit. Yeah, you've got two settings on this. You've got distortion and edge. You've got volume, treble, and gain. Now same thing here. You've got a bunch of presets. And you've got, again, a model size, so I'm just going to keep it light. That's what it comes as. Let's just try an edge at that setting. Turn it on, and off we go. See, so again, it's a bit darker, this one, compared to the others. So maybe not all the way, but turn treble. Now the same setting on this distortion. One's just more distorted, one's less distorted. Let's go gain all the way down. It's a bit dark, I find, this one. But I mean, you don't want it with the gain all the way down. Who does that? sounds alright, but let's now turn that down a little bit. I like it all the way up. I'm not good at that. That I really like. That sounds great. All the way up. For me, it's a distortion, everything up. And I mean, that presets to, I don't know, check out the Gentleman. So, yeah, it gets quiet again, so we got to do... Glam power. It needs more gain, that one. Then it sounds really, really good. But I mean, that's sort of a quick look. If there's anything in particular you want me to do with any of them separately, let me know in the comments below and I'll see if I can do some more. That's a sort of a general overview of the 3 pedals you can buy and one that's a pedal taster. Would love to check those pedals out in real life. Again, Colombo Audio Electronics, if you're watching this, love to check them out and do a video because they sound really, really cool. And they look cool if you follow them. I'll put links to Instagram down below as well for Colombo Audio Electronics. Yeah, they look cool and they sound, if they sound anything like that, they're really, really cool. Okay, so that's those 3 pedals. Thank you so much for watching. Big thank you to Mod Audio for supplying all this stuff to me. And big thank you to all you good people for watching. And check out the playlist with all the mod stuff right here. And see you in the next one. Bye.